Well. Look who just dropped into Raid. Yet, a brand new Fusion event just landed, and today we're going to break down everything from the champion to the calendar to the cold hard planning. AC here, guys, and today, no, I'm not screaming or throwing voice shots at the screen. Yet. Let's start with the actual champion. Honestly, he's great, he's strong, has potential, but am I hyped? Not really, because let's face it, all the insane builds you're seeing, they require Wixwell. And guess who doesn't have a Wixwell? So while everyone's doing billions of damage with this mark, I will be fusing this champion in hope that someday RNG will finally blast me and Wixwell will land in my account, making my life and damage insanely better. Now, this champion is all about his A2. Attacks one enemy. This attack is always be critical if this champion is under a shield buff. This attack also gains a damage boost equal to the value of the shields. Now, that's why Wixwell, because he will increasing the amount of shield that you have, making this champion doing some damage, insanely damage. There's a lot of tests out there and he is smacking. Now, that's why I'm not so hyped, because I don't have Wixwell, I don't have Brogni. Wixwell is so easy to make this comp for Clan Boss and Hydra. Brogni is a little bit difficult because he increases the amount of shields by the damage he does. It's a little bit hard to make Brogni make a lot of damage. But for Wixwell, it's a lot easier to increase the shield buff. Now, the community is a little bit worried that he might be nerfed because they did it before with Yannica, Copper Cadaver, but they assure us that he is doing what he was intended for he to do. Now, let's talk about the fusion itself. That means you will need to level up and ascend these epics at the end of the fusion. And you will need to do almost every event. I'll talk about that a little bit later. And for complete all that, you will need to play like a villain plotting global domination. Luckily, I've got a spreadsheet. Here's my Excel sheet where I track all the events, what days they are starting and ending, how many fragments I need from each, which ones I'm targeting, and how I will recover if something goes wrong, because with Flareon, something always does. This is how I survive fusions. Now, with these sheets and Applied Optimism, I will be using this to follow up the fusion path. And as I will share updates along the way if things go sideways, or I just start losing my mind around day 9. Now, this here is all that I've been planning. I have already almost all the fusion figured out. I just don't know exactly what I'm gonna do when it comes to Champions Shard, because this is catchy. We will be having on 4th of July, Friday, today actually, the Summon Rush event, where you'll be able to get 25 fragments from the 400 that you'll be needing. But on the 8th of July, you will have a second Summer Rush where you can get actually 50 fragments. And you'll be having a champion chase at the end of the fusion where you can get another 25. Now, if you choose to do the Summer Rush all the way to the top reward for the fragment, you won't be needing to do Summer Rush 1 and the champion chase. Now, I don't know yet what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna wait until the end of the Summer Rush to try to make a better decision, because maybe it will be cheaper going for the second one, using a little bit more of Sacred, and just guarantee all of this. But what is trouble me is one thing. We just not look at anything around but the tournaments and dungeon divers and summoning. We can see that's not a lot going on around these days from the day 8th to day 11. There's no dungeon divers in here. There's dungeon divers 1 and 2, and the third dungeon divers was replaced with the Kurosa event, which we expect it to be like a tournament one, and the points will be around 2,250 points for getting it. So I do think they might be planning landing or either a deck of faith or a path around here where there will be a dungeon divers, a similar one. So the point for the event will be the same with that will be for dungeon divers. That's why it's troubling me, because if they do this here, maybe the summer rush would also be for the path. So the path could be summoning fragments, which will be nice because there is another summer rush in here, plus the dungeon divers. I'm not sure if they have done that before, but it could be. So if I summon on the first summer rush, the second summer rush, if there is a path, I'll be leaning to pull again. So player will be winning here. So that has been troubling. Now, beside that, during champion chase, I will be dropping a lot of points because I will be saving the login champion that is going on right now. Lemnis, the login champion, I will be saving her so that I will be able to only summon her during this champion chase. That's what I'm gonna do. So what you wanna do is this. When finally day 7 come, you just need to press R on your keyboard. You'll be sent to here. Then you can go to whatever place, like make a fight or wherever, and then come back here. So you won't collect this. So I will be delaying collecting her until this summon chase will be 500 points more on the bank. And I will also be getting at least 3 epics that I'll be summoning here. So this already will give me 1,550 points. We don't know how many points will be needed for the champion chase, but that's a lot in already. So I'm probably going to do some points for the champion chase. I'm not enticing in pulling here because it's gonna be 2x sacreds. 2x sacreds, not a lot of value. So I don't know. I don't know yet. I want to save a little bit of sacreds right now, so I'm not sure I'm gonna do when it comes to this. But one thing I do know is that I will be getting the 51s for either doing those 2 or this only one. So 50 fragments on the bank already. Now, Classic Arena, you just need to do all the battles you do. If you are on bronze, that might be difficult, but on gold is just a couple of fights. You will complete this on the first day and won't be a problem. Artifact enhancement is more like, or you do have the silver or you don't have the silver. I have the silver, and if you don't have the silver, that's a lot going on here. There's dragon, there's ice golem with dungeon divers, so you will need to drop a lot of energy for the dungeon divers. So that can help getting the artifacts 1. And there will be a lot of days until artifacts enhancing 2. So let's talk about the training and the use of the energy. I'm recording this on Friday. So yesterday I just did champion training. I did a lot of champion training just with the energy, the daily energy. That's what I did. I spent some, and I already got the this champion training. So that a lot 25 already. So this one that will be completed. I already have 200 fragments in here. Not a problem. Today, I'm putting all the energy on the dragon, and tomorrow also. This is the amount of energy that I'll be putting on the dragon, and it will be enough for me to complete the tournament and do a lot of points on Dungeon Divers. And I will be finishing the Dungeon Divers on the first day of the Ice Golem, dropping this huge amount of energy that I collect from the CVC. So I saved, I'm gonna use on Sunday, and I will be dropping a lot of energy in here so that I do the points that I need. Now, all of the points that I count here, I was using as a reference normal 20 dungeons because it's the most efficient way to do it. So I like to planning about the most efficient way to do it, and then I'll see how things going and maybe I change, because I will do a lot of points in here. So I might do hard 9 on the Ice Golem. Dragon is certainly I'll be doing normal. I already doing normal dungeon. I'm soloing with Artak, and because of the champion training to finish all the points. I already got the fragments, but I do want to go for the top rewards in here, so I'll keep doing dragon, soloing dragon 20. Now Ice Golem, depending on the points that I'll be needing on the dungeon dives, I don't remember the rewards, but if it gives good rewards, I will do the most efficient way. If not, I'll be doing hard 9 and completing the dungeon divers on the last day with the first day of Ice Golem. After that, there's nothing else to be doing. So that's where, if you do the same as me, I would be doing Spider, because it's where you get the most amount of silver, and then you'll be able to do artifact enhancement too. These ones are tricky because you either have silver or don't. So that's mostly about this. Then I won't have nothing to do until Wednesday. Wednesday is when things get enticing again, because we'll be starting Karosa. Now Karosa, for Karosa event, I just will be needing to do my dailies energy, and I will be doing on these 3 days that is going to. So you can have roughly about 1,000 energy per day, and if you do this is evenly spread, you will be able to finish without any problem. And Spider, I'm only gonna do on Saturday, the last day, because is when I'm gonna be dropping a lot of energy and will be overlapping with Dungeon Divers. So Dungeon Divers 2 finally start. I don't have a lot of place to get energy. Now here is all the place that I can get energy, and that's how I plan. So in here, I will be using the weekly energy that I can get from Ascending Champion and Upgraded Champion. I just finished it today, and tomorrow will be the first day. So I will be using another Ascending and Upgrade Champion, because I will be doing this for the tournament training. So there is a lot of energy that I'll be putting for Dragon. And I will be in here, I will be saving my daily energy. I won't collect Friday. I will collect on Sunday, because for me the reset is in the middle of the day. Actually, it's at night. So I can use this Friday on Saturday morning, and Saturday night I can use all over again. That's why I'm putting 490. That's what you get for the dailies. That's why you can save. Plus 300 from the bazaar, and to be able to do all the points that I need for completing the spider and helping with dungeon divers, I will be need to do 7 refills, and that I might use actually Synchronous, because Synchronous just reset and you can get a lot of energy from there. So I will be saving this energy until then, and maybe I don't even need this refill. I for sure know that you can get at least 600. So if I get these 600 and wait until Saturday, sorry, for doing, I won't be need to put 2 refills, that is 80 gems. Now anyone can do this. So if you can access Synchronous, at least the normal one, and do this. If not, that is around 280 gems that you'll be needing. Now I will be finishing the dungeon diver on the next 2 days during the Friday night, and I will be putting my dailies in here plus 1 refill. And that's how I'm attacking on energy wise this fusion. Now it's not a lot of energy. This is the total amount of energy that I'll be needing. It's not a lot. It's about 50,000 energy across 14 days. Actually, let me see. Going day 3 to day 10 days actually. 14,000, 15,000 energy during 10 days. Now, 11 days actually. So there's a normal amount of energy that you need, and you get around 1,000 per day. So you will have to make something else. You will be needing to get some energy out of there, and there will be a lot of energy rewards during the event that you'll be completing already. There, as I said, there will be Synchronous, there is Bazaar, Clan Shop, clan activities. There's a lot of place. Doom Tower, there's a lot of energy on Doom Towers. That is dailies. This is aqui my login reward. I try to track all of these to make my life easier during these dungeons. I will be delaying my login rewards to these sync ups exactly with the Kurosa event. So I'll be getting 400 on the first day, 300 on the last day. So I just need to delay by 1 day. I try always to save these to make this cheaper, because then I'll be able to, instead of going normal, going hard, not being so efficient with the other stuff, trying to get better gear and those kind of things. And there will be a lot more events around here. I'm for sure there will be. I do think there will be a summer pool around here, so they will put some devil in here. They will try to make you go crazy. So don't make it easy for Plarion. Do prepare. And that's what I'm doing here. And don't forget, you will be needing some potions for the ascension, so be mindful of that, because the void one is only on Sundays. So be careful with that. And for that, I will be completing all the dungeon divers. I will be completing the spiders. I will be completing all these events. And the training. And after that, I will be completing all the fragments that I actually need. I'm just not sure how I'm gonna do the summons yet, but as soon as I know, I will let you guys know too. So yeah, Fusion looks solid, the champion looks very useful, and if you have Wixwell, it might be your new favorite combo. For me, it's a long game, a patient man's Fusion. But I go for it, because I'm not wasting another free legendary opportunity. Let me know in the comments. I'm going for it. Do you have a Wixwell? Do you hate me now? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed the breakdown, hit the like button, subscribe for more StarCrimes filled raid content, and I'll see you next time. Probably knee deep in dungeon divers pretend I'm not suffering. This is a spreadsheet open, mask on, look off.